Greetings once again. It's your brother Spencer with another religious myth buster. I want to talk about a subject that is so touching in the religious world and the secular world now. I want to talk about marriage and divorce. Now, this is a broad topic, and I won't be able to touch on all of it, but I want to get a few things straight. First of all, marriage is honorable in all. God created marriage. No man can deny that. Now, I know a lot of people who don't believe in the Bible believe in, oh, well, Egyptology and the Bible was something fabricated. But no manuscript, no record of history documents marriage predating the Bible. Let's go into Genesis 2 and 24 and let's get the definition of a marriage because a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that the priests come together and the priest is the one who joins you together, or the magistrate, or down at City Hall you went down there and eloped. You think they're the people that put you together. Now, of course, as a Christian, we are commanded to obey the law, but the law doesn't put you together. That's why the law can't separate you, and we're going to get into that. Genesis 2 and verses 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother. A lot of you men have a problem with that. So you let the woman just do everything now. The woman goes out and works. The woman cleans the house. The woman takes care of the kid, and you sit back and do nothing. It's a lazy society that this America has developed now. This liberal society where man is almost not needed. So says the society. But leave my mother and father. You're no longer a mama's boy. And the mother-in-law should have no influence or say in a relationship once two are joined together. That's another topic. Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. One flesh. See, there's no separate accounts. There's no what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine. See, there's none of that now. There's no, oh, this is his car and this is my car. Yeah, there's certain things that you share. I mean, that you like. He's not gonna wear your bra or anything like that. But I mean, yeah, of course. But in essence, you are now one. Your body, woman, belongs to that man. Your body, man, belongs to that woman, and you're both to give each other due benevolence. See? You two are one now. What God has put together, let not man put asunder. So, where is divorce in that? There is none. From the beginning, divorce wasn't so. It was said to be. Divorce wasn't later allowed. Going to the book of Deuteronomy 22 and book of Deuteronomy 24, it was a provision. Moses suffered it because of the hardness of the people's hearts. But divorce from the beginning wasn't so. God meant for one life, one man, one woman, one lifetime. That's so it was. So that's what they got right in the pagan holidays. Till death do you part. That part is right. That's Bible. That's how God meant it to be from the beginning. Why? Because God is the only one that can separate a marriage. And the only way he separates that marriage is by death. So you're not a divorce. You can't go to Johnny Cochran. You can't go to Effley Bailey and get it annulled or get a divorce. You say, well, my pastor said, there's two reasons I can get a divorce. See? Why? Because he probably did it. That's why he's saying that. He can't condemn himself. Look, if 99% of the preachers, false reverends and pastors and bishops and elders, whatever you want to say, preach what I'm preaching right now, they'd have to step down. Why? They can't condemn you on doing something that they're doing or they did. Why? They went and got them another wife. They said, oh, God don't want me to suffer. God don't want me to... Let's go to the scripture that they go to. And, again, this is Old Testament. Matthew 19 and 9 is Old Testament. Why? Jesus walked under the Old Testament. He wasn't under the New Testament. See? Jesus brought it in. See? The law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ in the New Testament didn't start until he had to fulfill the Old Testament. He fulfilled that at Calvary. That's cliff notes on that. But let's go to Matthew 19. Now, because I'm not scared of any scripture. That's why I can put the challenge. If you're dealing in the Bible, you're on my territory. So you can go to any scripture you want, and I'm going to show you the truth in the scripture. And I'm going to show you the error, how you use this scripture wrong. Let's go to Matthew 19:9. And let's start at verse 2. And great multitudes followed along him, and he healed them there. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? Let me give you a little background on this. The Pharisees coming. They want to trick Jesus up. They know he's a wise man now. They don't understand how he knows the letter or the law so good, having not been taught. He didn't go to their theological cemeteries, and he didn't go to all their schools. And where did this man come from? From Nazareth, the ghetto? How does he know so much about the law? So they're trying to trick him up because they know he's wise now. At this point, they know who he is. He's a wise man. They know he must be something. Something's with him. So they're trying to trick him up because he's gaining so much popularity now. And they know God's with him, but they don't know who he is. So there's two Pharisees. Pharisees are the strictest sect, Jewish sect of the Old Testament at the time, of the Jews. The time. They were the scribes. They were the writers of the laws, the lawyers. So they came unto him and asked him a question out of the Old Testament. And see, they even referred to Moses in this chapter. See, this is Old Testament. So if you want to run to this for a divorce, you got to say, I'm still under the Old Testament. I'm still keeping the Old Testament values and morals. And I got to start stoning people. And I got to start offering animal sacrifices. And I got to keep all the feast days. And I have to keep the Sabbath. You have to do all of it. See? See, if you offended one facet of the law, you're guilty of them all. See, if you go back and try to get the law, Galatians says, that you're cursed. You're under the curse. Because why? You make Christ of none effect if you try to go back and get the law. So, but there was two differing factions within the Pharisees. The school of Hillel and the school of Shammai. One believed that you can get a divorce for any reason. If she burnt your dinner, if she just looks ugly to you, if she wears the wrong clothes, if she doesn't fix your tie right, you can get divorced just because she's displeasing in your eye. The other school thought that, no, it's only for fornication. Only if I found her fornicating, I'm going to get to that real quick, I can get a divorce. And they went up and wanted Jesus to settle this dispute for them. Which one is it? All right, so there's a little background on it. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? All right. And he answered and said unto them, Have you not read? Now, the New Testament wasn't written at this time. Even the Gospels weren't written at this time. So what is he answering the question of again? From the Old Testament. Have you not read? So Jesus didn't come to change the law, but he's agreeing right with the prophets that came before, the men of aforetime. He's right in line with them, and he knows the law. Why? Because he gave it. He's God. Have you not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause shall a man leave, and he just requoting Genesis 2:24, shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, they're no more two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let not man put asunder or put apart. So Johnny Cochran can't get you divorced. See? You are one now, in one body, in one flesh.